It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at The Walking Dead Summit spin-off, aka the Rick and Michonne show. And in these photos, there are some very interesting details that I do want to break down for you guys. And also, we have some small filming news as far as what they're doing, and those details may give us an indication the type of story that we might end up seeing, at least at the beginning of the show. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break these down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So filming actually took place at Hamilton Park in New Jersey. So obviously they're going to be filming in New Jersey, but the location of the actual show will not be in New Jersey. It'll probably be in Philadelphia. And what I mean by the actual location is that they're going to have Rick be at Philadelphia in the actual plot of the story. And that would probably be the primary location for the Civic Republic itself. I don't think that this is like a military outpost. I think based on the images, this is a place where there are lots of civilians. So this is probably the primary location of where the Civic Republic is, which is super awesome. But there is one clip that I have some screenshots of here where we actually see Rick. He's looking up. It looks like maybe he's talking to someone who is up top in some sort of a building. They might be looking out the window and talking to Rick or something like that. But then Rick turns around and walks towards what appears to be like a park. And obviously, we do see him wearing the same CRM jacket that he was wearing in his cameo in the final episode. But this is probably before he was captured. Why we know that is because of the boots. Not only is it before he was captured, it's probably before he even tried to escape in the first place. Because obviously we do know that Michonne found his boots and other belongings. So this is obviously before that happens. But in the second screenshot, we actually see he's talking to someone. So as Rick walks by, it looks like someone says something or mentions something. He stops to talk to them. And that's what the second picture is all about. Now, there were a lot of people saying that that was Jadis or Anne, but I don't see it. I don't think that's Jadis. It could be, but I doubt it. And the reason for that is because I think this is the same person that we see in another clip where I have a screenshot here where we see Rick up close in their face. And obviously, it looks like this is going to be a very intense scene with the two of them. But obviously we see the person's face, and that doesn't look like Jadis. That looks like a brand new character that they're going to be introducing. One other thing I do want to mention is the location where Rick is stopped by this girl looks to be some sort of an art school or something like that, because we see people painting and stuff like that. So that's also an interesting thing that I noticed that I wanted to mention. But other than that, obviously we do see they're in some sort of a big city. And obviously, we see there are lots of civilians. So, as my earlier point, I think this is probably the main location for the Civic Republic. We have other pictures of Rick on set, and then we have another one on the right where we see him talking to the same girl that we just saw. And then we see a few more shots of Rick wearing the same CRM jacket, and he's just walking around. It looks super cool. I mean, not much to break down here as far as plot reveals or anything like that, but these are definitely some pretty cool pictures. We have this one as well, which is awesome. But the final two pictures are these ones. The one on the left is definitely more interesting because it looks like he's wearing some sort of a military uniform, and it's not like a CRM uniform. I compare what he's wearing to what Jadis or Anne was wearing in The Walking Dead World Beyond, and I think that this is the type of uniform that higher ranking individuals at the Civic Republic military wear, which is definitely a super interesting reveal if this is in fact what it is. We did have another picture that we looked at maybe a month ago, maybe earlier, but we saw Rick, from a distance, he was wearing the same type of thing, but he was also wearing on top a bigger jacket, a black jacket. But in that one, there were a lot of people saying that doesn't look like Rick and stuff like that because it was far away. But obviously, this one is closer, and this definitely looks like Andrew Lincoln to me. So that's sort of confirmation that the other one was probably Andrew Lincoln as well. The one on the right is also interesting because we see Rick with blood on his face. So that's super cool. We love to see the savage Rick back, and this definitely teases at that. And the other picture that we looked at a couple weeks ago as well, with Rick with blood on his face, is probably related to this specific scene that they're doing here. But the other part that I want to talk about is, again, a couple weeks ago, we did look at a picture with Andrew Lincoln coming out of his trailer. He was wearing what appears to be construction clothes or something like that, which matches the type of thing he's wearing here, other than obviously the jacket. So subtract the jacket from this conversation. But the boots, the jeans, the shirt matches what we saw in the other picture that we looked at a couple weeks ago. And obviously, just like I said in the other video, it's likely that we're going to see a bunch of jumps in the timeline where we might see Rick as your regular Joe doing some construction work, maybe at the CR, and then later on we'll see him maybe climbing the ladder of the ranks at the Civic Republic military, and then slowly we'll see him get even more power within the Civic Republic military organization. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.